Luke Pollard.
Thank you, Mr Gray. This debate from my colleague from Truro and Falmouth is a very timely one because we need to restate again that climate change is real and the climate emergency that Parliament has declared means we must do things differently. The climate emergency declaration that this House passed is not just a statement of intent, it is a challenge to business, to government, to society, to individuals, and it comes with a very basic question. Now that Parliament has declared a climate emergency, what are you doing differently? If the answer is nothing, then that's not a good enough answer. If the answer, as I've heard from many corporates, is the same insufficient amount as they were doing before, but with more topspin, that is not a good enough answer. If the answer is parking action far off many decades away, so you don't have to take the action now, that's not a good enough answer. Mr Gray, more spin won't do it. More the same won't do. We need bold and determined action, and that means being more ambitious and swifter in our action and more honest with the people about what massive changes to the way we live, work, travel and consume will be required to hit net zero, be that by 2050 or by any other date. It also means that we need government to put as much effort into the climate emergency as they are with Brexit. So I asked the Minister, can he pass on to his Treasury colleagues that the autumn budget must be as much a climate emergency budget as a pre-election budget, as a Brexit budget. It needs to cut through on every single aspect of addressing the climate emergency. Nothing less will do. But that also means that MPs like me need to readjust our own campaigns. My campaign to see the M5 extended from Exeter to Plymouth means that we must bring forward the date of getting rid of diesel and petrol engines to make sure it's only electric cars that use that extended road. And the campaign to reopen Plymouth Airport means we must not have planes using aviation fuel landing at that airport. We must have electric aviation there. These are big challenges that require very big and bold investments by government, and we need those investments now because putting it down the line will only make achieving net zero by 2050 or by 2030, as I would like and as the Labour Party has proposed with our brilliant Green New Deal motion at conference, harder to achieve. So let's have swifter action now and more honesty from ministers about how much change is required to get there. Thank you.
Damien Hine.